Hey Aquarius, stop scrolling. Because if you're seeing this before August 8th, it's not a coincidence. The universe is sending you a wake-up call. Right now, you're being pulled into one of the most powerful energy portals of the year, the 8/8 Lionsgate Portal, and your soul knows it. If you've been feeling emotional, restless, disconnected from normal life, or like your intuition is on overdrive, you're not crazy. You're awakening. And in this video, I'm going to reveal the 8 shocking signs that your soul is already shifting timelines and receiving downloads that will change your future forever. These signs are subtle, powerful, and easy to miss. But once you recognize them, you'll never look at your life the same way again. Sign number 8 is the one most people overlook, and missing it could delay your breakthrough. So stay with me until the end, Aquarius, because this countdown is not about fear, it's about activation. Let's dive into the truth the stars have been trying to show you all along. Your transformation has already begun. Sign number 1. You feel disconnected from normal, but more connected to the universe, Aquarius. Has your world suddenly started to feel numb? The things that once sparked joy, your daily routines, your go-to hangouts, even your closest connections, now feel strangely distant. It's like you're floating above your life, watching everyone else follow the script, while you quietly wonder, why doesn't this feel real anymore? Don't panic. This is not you losing it. It's you finally tuning in. As we approach the powerful 8/8 Lionsgate Portal, your soul is experiencing what mystics call a dimensional detachment. You're not withdrawing out of apathy, you're being called inward because your frequency is outgrowing your current timeline. The spiritual sun Sirius is opening a light channel through Leo season, and for you, an air sign governed by Uranus, the planet of sudden transformation, this cosmic blast is shaking loose everything that no longer aligns with your truth. And the symptoms? Conversations that used to feel fun now seem shallow. You may feel oddly alone, even in a room full of people. Your emotions seem dulled one minute and overwhelming the next. You keep seeing repeating signs like 1111, 444, or feathers on your path. This is your soul whispering. The old version of you is fading. The real you is emerging. This isn't just a phase, it's a frequency shift. And Aquarius, because you're naturally ahead of the collective, you often awaken before others are even aware a portal is opening. Here's the key. Don't try to force connection where it no longer flows. Don't feel guilty for needing solitude. Don't fear the silence, because that's where your downloads arrive. You may notice that, during this time, you crave solitude more than usual. Your intuition spikes, gut feelings, sudden knowings. You feel drawn to the stars, the moon, or ancient symbols. You begin writing, journaling, or channeling ideas you can't explain. These are all signs your soul is beginning to remember its cosmic origin. Yes, it can feel lonely, but solitude isn't punishment, it's preparation. It's your higher self creating the space for a deeper connection with Source. As the veil thins in the days leading to August 8th, your sense of normal will dissolve. But in its place, something far more powerful will rise, your divine alignment. So next time you feel disconnected from the noise, remember, you're not broken. You're breaking free, and the universe is getting quiet around you, so you can finally hear your own soul's voice. Stay with this journey, Aquarius. This is only the first sign, and the next 7 will reveal just how far your transformation is already unfolding. Sign number 2, time feels distorted. You're slipping between timelines. Aquarius, have you noticed the clocks don't seem to tick the same lately? You wake up thinking it's Thursday when it's actually Monday. Hours disappear in a flash, or a single minute stretches into eternity. You walk into a room and forget why. And then suddenly, an old memory, so vivid it feels real, crashes into your awareness out of nowhere. This isn't brain fog. This is timeline fog. As we approach the powerful 8/8 Lionsgate Portal, your perception of time is being rewritten. And here's why. You are no longer living on just one timeline. The portal is acting as a dimensional accelerator, pulling you between old karmic loops and new quantum possibilities. The linear world, the one that says A leads to B, leads to C, is dissolving in your consciousness. And because you, Aquarius, are ruled by Uranus, the planet of rebellion, innovation, and sudden shifts, you are more sensitive to this kind of multidimensional collapse. So what does this feel like? You wake up and swear you've already lived the day. You have intense déjà vu, the kind that stops you in your tracks. You dream of ancestors, past lives, or alternate versions of yourself. You start remembering events differently than others do. You feel emotionally triggered by things that happened years ago, like it just happened yesterday. You may think, am I losing my mind? But no, Aquarius, you're finding your soul. You're moving through layers of time, like pages in a book, and your soul is flipping back and forth between chapters to help you integrate, heal, and rewrite your future. And here's the deeper truth. You're being asked to choose. Do you want to stay in the loop, repeating the same decisions, stuck in familiar pain, reliving the past? Or are you ready to jump into the timeline where your highest potential lives? Because right now, during this August 8th countdown, the portals between those timelines are wide open, and your frequency is the key. Not effort, not hustle, not force, frequency. So if you're seeing multiple versions of yourself, feeling confusion, or even experiencing a full-blown identity crisis, celebrate. That means you're standing at the fork in your fate. Here's how to navigate it. Meditate in the morning and ask, show me my highest path. Don't resist the confusion. Trust it's part of the recalibration. Journal your dreams. They are messages from your future self. And most importantly, stop trying to force clarity. Start choosing alignment. Because the moment you energetically align with your soul's truth, the right timeline will lock in. Time isn't breaking down, it's breaking open. And Aquarius, your new reality is waiting on the other side. Sign number 3. Your body is reacting to energy like never before, Aquarius. If your body feels off lately, you're not alone. But this isn't fatigue, it's frequency. Your body is no longer just flesh and bones moving through a 3D world. It's becoming a living antenna, attuned to cosmic signals, high vibrational light codes, and multidimensional downloads flowing through the 8/8 Lionsgate Portal. You're not sick, you're activating. Here's what you may be feeling. Sudden chills down your spine for no physical reason. Intense waves of heat, like your cells are buzzing, tingling at the top of your head or between your eyebrows, bursts of energy out of nowhere, followed by deep exhaustion, strong cravings for citrus fruits, salty foods, or tons of water, needing naps, but also waking up at 3:33 a.m. wired with insight. Aquarius, this is your nervous system syncing with the energetic upgrade. And because your sign rules the energetic body, the aura, the higher chakras, and the connection to source, you feel this shift more intensely than most. So what's really happening? As the Lionsgate Portal opens, Sirius, the spiritual sun, is sending encoded light into Earth's magnetic field. These codes Interact with your energetic body first, your aura, chakras, and subtle fields. Then, your physical body responds by trying to adjust to this new, more sensitive, more awakened frequency. It's like your soul is downloading a software upgrade, but your body needs time to install it. This process is called light-body integration, and it's why some days you'll feel like a cosmic superhero, and others like you've been hit by a truck. So how do you support yourself through this? Hydrate like it's your spiritual job. Water helps your body absorb and process the new energy. Add lemon, sea salt, or trace minerals for extra conductivity. Get grounded. Walk barefoot on the earth. Sit with your spine against a tree. This helps discharge excess energy and bring balance. Unplug. The more you're bombarded with noise, screens, and artificial stimulation, the harder it is for your system to stabilize. Rest when your body says rest. Don't push, don't hustle. Rest is sacred recalibration, and above all, trust your body. It knows more than your conscious mind. It's been encoded for this shift. Your DNA contains dormant strands that only activate when high-frequency light is available, and that moment is now. Aquarius, you are literally becoming a bridge between heaven and earth. Your body is not breaking down. It's becoming a vessel for your next evolution. So be gentle, be mindful, and remember, every chill, every surge, every craving is your body whispering, "I'm awakening too." Sign number 4. You're questioning everything you were taught to believe, Aquarius. What happens when everything you thought was true starts to feel like a carefully constructed illusion? You're not going crazy, you're waking up. As we move closer to the August 8th Lionsgate Portal, your third eye, the seat of your higher wisdom, is activating rapidly, and when it does, it shines a light on every system, story, and structure you've ever been told to follow. This is why you may suddenly find yourself asking, "Why am I doing this job? Do I even believe in the version of success I was taught to chase? Is this relationship truly aligned or just familiar? What if everything I've been taught about money, love, and purpose is based on fear, not truth?" These aren't just personal doubts. This is a cosmic unlearning. Aquarius, you were born under the sign of revolution, innovation, and higher knowing. Your soul came here to break the mold, not fit into it. And right now, you're experiencing what mystics and philosophers have long called the dark night of the ego. Here's what that looks like. Traditional goals, titles, cars, big homes, feel empty. You start craving meaning more than money. You feel spiritually pulled toward things that have no logical explanation. You begin questioning religion, politics, education, the very systems you once trusted. This can feel terrifying, because your identity, the one you built to survive in the 3D world, is being dismantled. But here's the secret. It's not a breakdown. It's a breakthrough. Your soul isn't destroying your life. It's revealing what was never truly yours. Right now, you're peeling back generations of conditioning, family patterns, cultural narratives, karmic agreements. You're remembering that you are not here to be normal. You are here to be true. And as this portal opens, your higher self is guiding you inward, beyond the noise, beyond the pressure, beyond the programming, so you can rediscover your core essence. It's okay to feel lost. That's often the first step in finding yourself again. Here's how to navigate this. Sit with the discomfort. Journal what's coming up. Name your doubts without judgment. Allow yourself to outgrow people and roles. You don't owe anyone the version of you that no longer exists. Follow curiosity, not just logic. The soul speaks in whispers and wonder. not formulas. Most importantly, you are not alone. Every Aquarius feeling this right now is part of a global collective awakening, and your courage to question is the catalyst for your next evolution. Remember, the answers you seek will not come from the outside world. They will rise up from within. And once you see the truth, you can never unsee it. You were born for this. Sign number 5. Random disruptions are happening. But they're clearing your path, Aquarius. If everything suddenly feels out of control, like the universe just flipped your table, you're not cursed. You're being cleansed. As we approach the 8th of August Lionsgate Portal, your ruling planet Uranus is working overtime. And when Uranus is activated, expect the unexpected. This is not chaos for chaos's sake. This is divine intervention, timed perfectly to shake loose everything that no longer serves your soul's next chapter. In the past few days, or even hours, you may have experienced plans falling through that you were counting on, an unexpected breakup, or fallout with someone you trusted, a job offer cancelled, a promotion denied, or career path blocked, technology misfiring, messages not sending, apps crashing, emotional arguments out of nowhere, revealing hidden truths, and you may be thinking, why now? Why me? But Aquarius, this is Uranian energy doing what it does best, creating just enough disruption to force your evolution. Your old self would have tried to fix, patch, or explain these events. But your awakening self knows better. Disruptions are not punishments. They are soul-level redirects. Here's the deeper truth. The 8-8 portal is aligning you with a higher destiny, and anything that stands in the way of that path must be cleared out, even if it's something you thought you wanted. That relationship, if it wasn't built on truth, it will unravel. That opportunity, if it would have pulled you off your soul mission, it will evaporate. That plan you made, if it's not in alignment with your frequency, it will collapse. At first, it feels like loss, but step back, breathe, and look again. What's really happening is liberation. Because you, Aquarius, are not meant to walk a path that others have paved. You're meant to revolutionize your own. That means walking through broken pieces to build something brand new. So if you're experiencing sudden endings or unexpected shifts, pause and ask, what was I holding on to out of fear? How is this situation draining my energy? What would I choose now from a place of alignment, not attachment? And most importantly, what is the universe trying to make room for in my life? Sometimes the only way to make space for miracles is to knock over what's blocking them. So don't resist the breakdown. Don't cling to what's falling apart. Don't chase after what left. Instead, say this aloud. If it's not aligned with my highest path, I release it. I trust the redirection. Because this isn't a disaster, it's a cosmic detox, and your true timeline is about to rise from the rubble. Sign number 6. You're receiving clear messages in strange ways, Aquarius. Do you feel like the universe is trying to talk to you? Because it is. Between now and the 8th of August Lionsgate Portal, your intuitive channels are wide open, more than ever before. You are becoming a psychic antenna, and your soul is starting to tune in to frequencies that others can't yet hear. This may feel exciting, and also a little eerie. You might experience dreams filled with symbols, messages, or people from another time. A random song lyric playing. At the exact moment, you're pondering a decision. A stranger saying something in passing that hits your soul, like lightning. Scrolling through social media and seeing quotes that echo your inner thoughts. Numbers like 1111, 222, 888, or animals like hawks, butterflies, or owls appearing repeatedly. At first, it may feel like coincidence, but if it keeps happening, Aquarius, it's confirmation. Here's why. With Mercury, planet of communication, aligning with Sirius, the spiritual sun, and Uranus, your ruling planet of innovation, the veils between dimensions are paper thin. This is one of the few cosmic windows when your spirit guides, ancestors, and higher self can reach you with direct clarity, but not in the ways you're used to. They don't speak English, they speak energy. Their language is vibration, metaphor, and synchronicity. It bypasses logic and lands in your gut, that knowing you can't explain. This is how your guidance will come in now. A license plate or billboard with a word that stirs. A sentence in a movie that feels like it was meant just for you. A license plate or billboard with a word that stirs emotion. A dream you can't forget, even days later, because it's coded with truth. But here's the catch. If you're constantly distracted, overstimulated, or doubting yourself, these messages will get lost in the noise. So, here's how to become a clearer receiver. Keep a signs plus dreams journal. Track every weird coincidence, repeating image, and intuitive dream. Create space. Even just 10 minutes of quiet can allow the messages to come through. Say this aloud each morning. I am open to divine guidance. Show me what I need to see, clearly and lovingly. Trust your first feeling. Before your mind talks you out of it, trust the way your body reacts. Goosebumps, tears, warmth in your chest. That's the yes. Aquarius, your intuitive gifts are not random. They are your inheritance. You come from a soul lineage that remembers. And this portal is activating your ancient knowing. You are not imagining this. You are remembering who you are. A cosmic communicator. A messenger of the new earth. And most importantly, you are not alone. You never have been. You're just finally tuned in. Sign number 7. You're attracting new people who feel like soul family Aquarius. Have you noticed someone new showing up in your life lately? Maybe you met a stranger who felt instantly familiar, or someone re-entered your orbit after years apart. But this time, the connection feels deeper, different. You might even find yourself drawn to people online, in a class, or at an event. And it feels like your soul already knows theirs. This isn't coincidence, it's resonance. As we move closer to the August 8th Lionsgate Portal, your vibrational field is shifting. And as your frequency rises, so does your magnetic pull. You are no longer attracting based on comfort or habit. You're attracting based on alignment. That means people who reflect your past may fade away. People who mirror your future may suddenly appear. Soulmates, romantic, platonic, or professional, begin to activate. The Lionsgate Portal is famous for unlocking soul contracts. Pre-birth agreements made with certain souls to meet you at key points in your evolution. And Aquarius, this is one of those points. You may experience a chance meeting that turns into a life-changing collaboration, a reconnection with someone from your past who's now walking a parallel spiritual path, a deep conversation with someone you just met that feels more real than years with others. These aren't random social events. These are quantum alignments. Think of it like tuning a radio. Before now, you were broadcasting on an older frequency, attracting lessons, karmic cycles, even painful mirrors. But now, you're broadcasting on your soul frequency, and that attracts a very different kind of tribe. These people will remind you of who you are when you forget. See your light, not just your wounds. Speak your language, even if they come from a totally different background. Encourage your growth without competition or control. And yes, this may even include a romantic soulmate. When the August 8th portal is active, the heart chakra receives powerful upgrades. So if someone enters your life and your heart jolts awake, listen. The connection may not be logical, linear, or even easy, but it will be sacred. What matters most now is how you feel in their presence. Do you feel seen, safe, expanded? Do you feel like you can breathe deeper just being near them? Do you feel like they understand you without needing explanation? That's your confirmation. Here's how to honor this shift. Don't cling to fading connections out of guilt. Say yes to invitations that feel aligned, even if they scare you. Be vulnerable. Your soul family already knows your heart, because Aquarius, your tribe is already looking for you. And now that your light is shining louder, they're finding you. The days of walking alone are ending. The people who match your mission are arriving. Are you ready to meet them? Sign number 8. You feel both terrified and excited. That means you're close, Aquarius. If you feel like you're being torn in two, part of you trembling with fear, the other part buzzing with anticipation, don't be alarmed. This is not a contradiction. It's confirmation. The closer you get to a major transformation, the louder the emotional noise becomes. And in this final countdown to the August 8th Lionsgate Portal, your soul is screaming. Something huge is coming. You may feel emotional outbursts or sudden tears without clear cause, an uncontrollable urge to clean, purge, or get your life in order, random flashbacks or mental movies of your past and possible futures, a deep desire to run, even though your intuition says, stay. This tug of war isn't weakness, it's awakening. Your ego, the part of you built to keep you safe, small, and predictable, is starting to panic. It senses that the old version of you is dissolving, and it's fighting to survive. At the same time, your soul is stretching toward the unknown, toward expansion, elevation, destiny, and it's whispering, keep going. Don't look back. This inner chaos is the sacred dance between who you've been and who you're becoming. And Aquarius, you are on the edge of a timeline leap. You're about to let go of identities you clung to for years. Say yes to paths that terrify you, because they're finally real. Step into relationships, careers, and versions of yourself that match your soul, not your survival. But before the leap, there's always a tremor. And that tremor is exactly what you're feeling now. Here's what most people don't understand. The universe doesn't test you to punish you. It prepares you to hold the power you're stepping into. And that preparation often looks like feeling alone. So you learn to trust your own voice, being stripped of plans, so you become open to divine ones, facing fear, so you remember courage lives inside you. You may be thinking, why now? I'm not ready. But here's the truth. You are ready. You've already outgrown the old story. And the discomfort you're feeling, that's your soul breaking out of the shell. You are not crazy. You are not unstable. You are cracking open. This is the paradox of awakening. The moment you feel most afraid and most alive at once, that's when you know you're closest to breakthrough. So don't run, don't numb, don't self-sabotage. Breathe, trust, surrender, and say to yourself, I am no longer who I was. I am becoming who I came here to be. Aquarius, this is what you incarnated for. To awaken, to lead, to shift the collective. You've made it to the edge. Now, leap. Final words. Aquarius, the countdown to August 8th is more than just a date. It's a door. And you're standing at the threshold right now. Every sign you've felt, the disconnection, the time shifts, the emotional waves, the signs from the universe, It's all been preparing you to step into your higher self. Don't doubt your journey just because it's uncomfortable. You were never meant to fit in. You were meant to awaken. So, drop a comment below. Which of these signs have already shown up? What's the biggest change you're sensing? Let's walk through this portal together as the Awakened Aquarius Collective. And if this message hit home, don't forget, like this video, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Share this with another Aquarius who needs to hear it. The 8th of August, portal is opening, and you were born for this moment. Star.